Come chat, come play a chat and play. Let's talk about the topics of the day. We may watch a movie or talk trivia, chat and play. Come watch and stay.
We might as well hang for a little while. So did anybody see Money 420's comment?
No.
I didn't. What did it say?
That's not the link to the movie. And I
Oh.
thought, well, other people followed it in. And I clicked on it just to be sure, and I came in again. And
Yeah, I saw you come back in.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Maybe he did it wrong. I have no idea, man. He knows how to use StreamYard. He does it all the time. So.
I don't know how you can mess up clicking on a pinned link.
It's money. He may be smoking. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true too. No, a few times when I was going through shorts, I came across the scene with Timothy Blake Nelson in a Western, and he like goes into a saloon, and you have to leave your guns at the door, and somebody has a gun, and he like takes them anyhow by kicking the table and stuff. So I thought, oh, that must be going to happen later in this movie. So I guess that was a whole different Western.
Yeah.
I think it was more of a comedy type thing.
Yeah. The brother-in-law, he's is he a singer?
Yeah.
Guy, right? Country singer, right?
Yep.
That's what I thought.
Oh, I'm trying to say.
Guy.
Not Chet Atkins. Something Atkins. Todd Atkins? Todd Akins?
I'd have
That
to look.
sounds right.
Yeah. I like the way they speak English in that. I like the language, the way they talk, because we don't talk like them.
Yeah, I like some of his turn of phrases.
Yeah, it was good.
At one time, who would say, "You're going to vaporize every thought you got," or something like that.
Yeah.
I remember seeing a while back, I was reading a thing about the Old West and the way it really was. And they said actually there were a lot of people who were educated, like you figure like back then, first of all, the only thing you had was books. So anybody who learned to read, they would like be quoting Shakespeare and stuff like that. You don't really see that too much in any of the Westerns that we have.
Well, what's it called? Deadwood is the only one that I know that they use a lot of language, like it's different,
Yeah.
The way they talk in that series. But yeah, that's one of the better ones I've watched in a while. Who knew it was Billy the Kid?
Even though I knew that was coming, it didn't mess it up for me.
Did you watch it before we watched it or no?
No. This was.
I know I explained the movie to you. I didn't really want to do that because it kind of throws that surprise in the movie. People don't know until you kind of have an idea. You know what I mean? This guy is somebody. He was in a war or he did something. This is somebody here. Why everybody knows about his name? Yeah.
And obviously, the brother-in-law knew the truth.
Right. Yeah. They probably went back before he married the sister. Yep. But yeah, that was a good one. I don't know what the rating is on the movie. I have no idea. I ain't never seen the guy who plays Billy the Kid. I don't know if I've seen him in anything else. Is that who you was talking about earlier, or the name?
Yeah.
Okay.
First thing I saw him in was "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?"
Oh, okay. All right. I know who he is now. Then, yeah.
Yeah, I think he might be an actual country singer too.
I like the way he was standing on the porch and he kind of had that one lazy eye, or kind of had it halfway closed, holding the gun there. He was like, we could have took that guy anytime we wanted. Did you see how he was holding that gun? That ain't no regular farmer, dude. And he still didn't listen, right? He still went in there and got his ass killed, man. Try to sneak in there.
Yeah, he kept turning sideways to make a smaller target.
Yeah. That's the only thing I hate is in movies is the nighttime or the dark scenes. They're really hard. I had to shut my light off. I could see the damn screen because you can't see shit, bro.
Yeah, I went to the black background and that helped a little. Yeah. I've had the light background because when I do like my history thing and stuff, it gives me a little more light when I go on camera. But yeah, I know it seems like just about every movie when there's night scenes, they're hard to see.
Yeah, especially if they're moving real fast. A lot of superhero movies are like that, which pisses my old lady off. You're like, well, I always got to film this shit in the dark. We can't see nothing. I said, well, that's why they do it. So you can't see nothing. But yeah. I had a long day today. I had to go all the way down the road. What I drive 153 miles. I got to do it again tomorrow. I got to drive even further to a different appointment for her. And then I got to get my eye shot on Wednesday, early in the morning. It'll be a sucky ass week, man. And it's gonna rain. It rained the whole way down there. There was they were bringing a house on a house. You know how they got those split houses? Well, this was a full house, and this guy was like riding in the middle of the damn lane, bro. It took me forever before I got around him. So we got down there about 10 minutes late, but we still made it. You know how they always make you wait anyways, but
yeah.
Bastard.
Appointment I went to Wednesday. Appointment was 3:20. Got there at 3:15. Got called back a little bit after 4.
I hate that. Yeah, that's how my appointments go all the time. That's why I try to do the early in the morning for the eye doctor. Because if I do it later in the afternoon, it seems like there's already a million people there, and it's just like one guy, man, taking care of everybody.
That's what as soon as I saw what time, I thought, I bet you this is going to be a problem.
Yeah. But once I'm in, I don't care. They got me signed in. I know he's going to do what he need to do. But all these old people, they always, I've been here since 12 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock. Well, keep your old ass home and go blind then. Don't get your shot. I don't know what to tell you. I don't talk to none of them. Old bastards. Freaking old people. I'm right there with them though. But
any thoughts on next week's movie?
Yeah, maybe not a Western.
Yeah, I was thinking, yeah.
I did have an idea, but I don't know what, man. Another oldie, but maybe like I don't know. Maybe we could do a comedy or something, or maybe we could watch the Alien movie that we started watching. Or we got booted the comedy, the Boys Are from Mars, or what this got Jim Carrey and the Wayne brother in it. What was I can't think of the name of it right now. I know the movie, but
it's got Mars Needs Women, or
no, it's got Gina. She played the pirate lady, and
Gina Davis.
Yeah, she's in it.
Which I can never remember her name. I don't know why I remembered it just now.
Yeah, it's Gina Davis. Yeah. Let's see.
I always like that movie. Her and Samuel L. did. I forget the name of it. Oh, Long Kiss Goodnight. I just.
Earth Girls Are Easy. That's it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Earth Girls Are Easy.
I think that was like one of the first ones we tried to watch, and then they booted us on that. I mean, it's up to you. It is a comedy. I thought it was a funny movie, but
yeah, I'm open for most anything.
They gave it 5.5 stars out of 10, but you know how that goes.
Yeah, a lot of times something like that, you go into it not expecting anything, so you have fun.
Yeah, you got Jeff Goldblum's in it too. Yeah,
they were married for a while, so that was probably then.
Him and Gina.
Yeah.
Were they? I don't remember that. It's got Julie Brown from MTV.
This is just
Julie.
Just off the top of my head, so I could have things wrong, but I think they met when they were doing The Fly and ended up getting married.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's probably what, 86, 87, around there. 80, 86,
yeah.
85, 86, yeah. Maybe 86.
Oh, absolutely nobody has come in.
Well, I knew that Howard was interested in this movie because he stayed for the whole. Like this, I said this is a good one.
Yeah.
He stayed for the whole damn movie. Usually he'll leave.
Yeah.
It's too bad, like Nerdy has the bad connection because I know she would hang out too, but it keeps dropping.
She said her iPad wouldn't let her.
Well, she came in, she was a little bit, and then she fell back out.
That's right. That's right. She was down there for a while, and then it had the lost connection thing, and then she disappeared. Yeah. And then GMK couldn't hold a connection either.
Yeah, his was crappy too. He come in 4 or 5 times. Whatever.
Yeah, I think he must have. Yeah, after a while, he just gave up.
Yeah. Because even if
I don't know a way to do this.
Even if you miss some of the beginning of it, you can still catch on with that movie, Yeah, there's got to be a better way or whatever, but.
Well, I think if we wanted to set up like a Rumble or Discord, we'd be able to do it there, and maybe people have. But I don't really want to.
Yeah.
Guess with other
platforms.
Yeah. Well, like that other one you use. I don't know if.
Which one's that one?
What the one I always had trouble logging into, that
you're talking about
Mellas and them set up. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do it in Jitsi. I don't really have problems every now and then. But it's rare that I have a problem in Jitsi. That's actually built by Mellows and then by my boy Nick actually built that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, the thing is we don't get that many people coming in anyway.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah, we'll see what movie or whatever. Try and get something maybe that we haven't seen. I mean, it doesn't matter. That was a good movie, right? It's been a while, so I enjoyed that one. Just like the Magnificent Seven one was good. You know, what's another good one is which I saw in the movie thing was Young Guns. I'm gonna watch that. Yeah, with Emilio Estevez and all those guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Charlie Sheen was in it. Kiefer Sutherland. I forget who else is in it, but yeah, I think that one's like 1987 or 88. That's an
Yeah, they were all pretty young.
Yeah, they were all young back then. Yeah. Yep. Or we can watch like, a tearjerker or something, or like a family-friendly movie, which are always great. They have some good ones out there. You never did watch the movie with the redhead girl there. She's the one that comes out and she's taking care of that old lady. She comes out in the movie with Jack Black and those Jumanji movies.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
I'm trying to think of her name.
I've been watching TV shows a lot for some reason.
Yeah, I haven't watched any kind of TV show. Karen Gillan's her name.
I end up, it's like, I'm just going to look at this one video, and then an hour later, I'm going through all those short videos and stuff.
I'm going to tell you the name of the movie here in a second.
You know the video,
Late Bloomers,
short of it, of Finkel when it was in Sherrill, New York, when he was filming from across the street from a gun store.
Yeah.
Those two cops came up.
Yeah.
I have seen that short. I don't know how many times.
I have
by
too.
different
I
people.
watch it when I see it. I'll go and watch it again.
What annoys me is none of them give him credit for it.
Who's? Oh, yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah. This is the movie here.
Yeah, well, we'll never know because it's not on stage.
Pop it up there for a second. Can you see it now?
Oops.
I went backwards. I had to.
Okay.
I broke my hip.
You're not like other 30-year-olds now.
I'm 28. This is Antonina. She is physical therapy bad girl.
Do you think I could go to a solo room? Because she and I are like at vastly different stages of development.
Hey!
Variatka.
Excuse your tone.
Antonina, wait up! Is there someone that we should tell that you're street walking or street walkering?
Hey, she's staying here for the night.
Your grandma?
No.
I wasn't gonna leave her on the street.
You gonna give it back?
She's not a puppy.
You know she would have been safe if you did nothing.
Well, I did something and she was safe too. I'm sorry, I was just trying to take care of her.
Do you have a job?
Oh,
Please. I'm desperate.
oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, totally. It's gonna be fun! Dad, got a job.
A job is great, Louise.
I can't get a tour then, but you must, or she'll.
Hey, I got it. Does she ever hurt anyone with that?
Started kicking the dust off these worn out shoes.
Is that a picture of you?
But every angle is a different shade of blue.
Have never inspired anyone.
I don't think that, Louise.
Look at me, look at me.
I'm so sorry. I don't know why I did that. Okay.
When I get knocked down,
Last time I was home.
Pharaoh or not? Let in the good memories.
myself back up instead.
Or make some new ones.
I'm not
Measure that.
yet.
This is a moment. This is a breakthrough.
You can say whatever you want to me, and I can say whatever I want to you, and that is the beauty of our relationship.
You are a diaper person.
Nothing to be ashamed of. Now these are cool.
This is my boyfriend, Ray.
I hate when it jumps.
Oh no, I'm giving
I know why nobody has found us.
Why?
Had it unlisted.
Oh.
When I set the room up, I made it unlisted in case like clicked the thing by mistake. And I was just out there now like looking for it, and
Oh, that sucks.
oh, there it is.
So the gist of the movie, so that you just know, because it's hard to tell. She's kind of running. She's in whatever, California or whatever. She's like from somewhere else. She's in college or whatever, or done with. She's got a boyfriend, but they've been together for 3 years, but they're really not together. And she's saying he's gonna come back. She climbed up on that window drunk and fell from up there and broke her hip. She ended up in the hospital with this old lady.
Hey, what?
The old lady does not speak English at all. I think she's a Polish lady. And then they give her. She's a bum. She's got to pay rent. She likes the black boy is her friend, and he's rich. His dad's some kind of like famous singer, so he kind of lives. He just lives off his dad, and she's his roommate. So, but the it's got a good story. It's a good movie, bro. It was fun. I thought it was funny. Actually, I watched about half of it, and Rick came in and started watching, and she goes, "Well, I want to watch this." I had to start watching the movie over again, but like always. But that's a good one. I mean, that's one you can think about. It's different,
What was it called again?
Late Bloomers.
Late Bloomers.
Yeah. So she was trying to get the old lady to put on the diaper so she wouldn't crap herself. She doesn't want to do it. So she put one on in the bathroom, right? And the old lady started laughing, and then they both go in the living room. They're over there talking. Her daughter shows up with her man, and she's just sitting there in those Pampers and the adult diapers there. He's like, "Oh," and then they just start laughing. Everyone starts laughing. But yeah. So the old lady told her she was going to pay her. So she had money like from.
Don't tell us the whole movie.
Well, there's a part there where she gets her to take care of her because she's got a bunch of money underneath her bed. So the old lady's telling her, I got money, I can pay you. But the one who pays her is her daughter. It's not her. And she don't get along with nobody. She's a pain in the ass, the old lady. She hates everyone. Oh, everyone hates her. It's freaking raining again. It's gonna rain all week, they said.
Didn't get it here for a change.
That means big time grass out here.
Let's see.
There's a funny robot movie too where these people made it like this guy made a robot of himself, and not a robot but an android, and the girl made one of her.
I think I saw a commercial for that.
That's a good one, man. It's a funny movie. So the guy uses the robot. He's a lazy bastard. He uses the robot to pick up girls, and she uses the robot to pick up guys because she wants guys to buy her shit, right? She don't care about these guys. She ain't even sleeping with them. And the guy is just doing it. And once he's got the girl, he sends the robot away. And then he bangs the girl. Then he drops the girl, and he just uses the robot for that. So the robots end up falling in love. That's what the whole movie's about. You are not supposed to make a robot of yourself. It's against the law. It's like, a little bit in the future. So now the two real people are on the run and the robots are on the run, and they're trying to catch the robots before the cops catch the robots because they want to do away with the robots so that no one knows that they had the robots built. It's a funny movie, but yeah. Crazy movie. I just can't think of the name of it right now, but that was a good one. Yeah, I watch all kind of weird movies. It's really a rom-com is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sometimes they make good ones. Sometimes, most of them are stupid, but like the Christmas ones. They're horrible. They're all the same. Like, it's who does all these movies? It's what's the name of that channel?
Hallmark.
Yeah. It's like girl comes back to town, meets the boy that was the boyfriend, and then they fall in love again or something like that. It's always kind of the same story.
Don't forget that, the car's got to break down or they got to find
Yes,
the lost
yeah.
puppy.
Yeah. They're gonna save Christmas together or some shit like that. Yeah.
Here, one of them is giving up on Christmas, and the other one gets them back into the spirit.
Yeah. Seen them all.
Well, if you've seen 3 of them, you've seen them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, each different variation of the theme.
And they all star somebody who was like had a big television show in like the 80s or something.
I'm gonna put this in the private here. If y'all don't have this, put this on, like, save this. This is like a very good, like, weather, like it's radar and all that. This is a good, very good thing to have. It shows you wind speeds, it shows you temperatures, precipitation, radar, satellite, clouds, wind speed, everything. This is a good one. Pentusky. I go in here all the time when I want to check my weather.
Can't remember if I told you or not. I saw somebody shared a comment on Facebook a while back when they were talking about like Doge making all those cuts, and they were cutting Noah and that.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody said, well, we don't really need that anymore because I can just get all that off my phone.
Well, where do you think
Like-
it comes from?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of damn rain, like heavy spots there. You want me to play the Mother's Day song, guys?
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice song. Let me find the video. I made a little video. This is a cheap video because I didn't want to waste. It's too much shit to put in there, but let me find it first. I forget what it's called.
Hey, Nerdy's back.
Hey, Nerdy.
Hello, Nerdy.
Nerdy's back, and we're gonna be in trouble.
Hey now, Nerdy's back.
She's not in here.
No?
She
No, I didn't even hear a ding.
no, she's in chat.
She's in the chat.
Oh.
What's the name of this? Okay. Love
It
and
says
check.
video unavailable now on YouTube.
Us?
Yeah,
Why?
I don't know. It says the video has been removed by the uploader.
What do we do now?
You sure you're looking at the right one?
Oh, no, I wasn't.
Oh. I was going to say, what do we do now? What the heck, man?
It was me. Sorry.
All right, I found the video. Okay, here we go. Loved and Cherished is the name of the song. Through the laughter and the pain, through the sunshine and the rain, Mama, you were always there, showing me just how to care, to stay away, keeping strong for my own sake. Even when the world got tough, your love for me was more than enough. To the mothers here and those who've gone away, we love you endlessly every single day. Through good times and bad, your love was our guide. We're grateful for your heart, forever by our side. I know it wasn't easy, all the struggles that you faced, but you smiled through the worry, never showing any trace. From scraped knees to broken dreams, you held my hand through everything. Mama, you taught me how to fight, to rise above, to do what's right. To the mothers here and those who've gone away, we love you endlessly every single day. Through good times and bad, your love was our guide. We're grateful for your heart, forever by our side. And now I understand your tears, sacrifices made without a doubt, just to help me figure life out. Even when the world's apart, we honor you today for all you've done and given, for the love that's never faded, that makes life worth living. You taught us how to love, how to be strong and brave, and in our hearts, Mama, your light will always stay.
Yeah, it was good.
Mm-hmm.
That one's
I
mine.
like the video.
That's all
I
right.
just remember,
I got lazy. I could do better.
I just remembered one of my favorite cards I ever saw was, I think the lady I worked with, if I remember, it was her daughter gave it to her. And, you know, the front of it was Happy Mother's Day, Mom. You know, I love you, and you were this, and then, you know, yada, yada, the regular stuff. And you open it up, and on the inside it said, "But I will never forgive you for washing my face with spit."
Thank you, Wyatt. Those were my words. So the song came out. I think came out good. I put all that in there.
Yeah.
It went in there just fine. Want to make something a little different, you know what I mean? Instead of just saying Happy Mother's Day or whatever. I don't know.
Wyatt, you won't be able to see the movie after because
yeah, we have to
showed it offline. Yeah, we showed it offline.
You're welcome.
Otherwise, it would have been shut down a while ago.
Yeah, I got a bunch of songs made. I just haven't made no videos. Been working outside. And that kind of hurt myself, so I don't feel good.
What'd you
do? Much work?
I was picking up these big giant cement things. They're, you don't feel, you do stuff, you bend over, you pick stuff up, and then the next when I don't know if it's like in my chest, it feels like my heart's coming. It's not on the side where my heart is, the other side on my right side, but it feels like I broke that upper rib. That's just every time I cough, it feels like my whole chest is about to break open. Good Lord. Even if I move my arm up and down, it hurts. I used to be able to pick those things up with no problem. Guess I'm getting old.
Tell me about it.
Might have pulled a muscle.
That's what I think it is. Yeah.
That's what my massive heart attack turned out to be. I woke up one morning and I had this terrible pain just like clutch in my chest. And of course, for a while, I was like, no, this isn't a heart attack. Because, of course, that's what you do when you're having a heart attack.
Yeah.
Finally, I figured I better go in. And it actually turned out to be I pulled a muscle in my chest because the day before I was moving refrigerator around the library.
Yeah. This is like underneath, like where your stomach and your breasts are, that little line, and then you're like going towards your armpit, like right up there. That's where it is, like close to my armpits. Yeah. It's got to be a muscle or something. Just the way because I was grabbing with this arm. As a matter of fact, with my right hand. I only got 4 fingers on the other hand, so that hand don't work good. See, when I used to
good old days.
When I used to pick those up before, I had 5 fingers in the other hand. So
yeah, you'd be able to grab one with each hand and carry them 50 feet.
Yeah, it was easy before, man. They're still heavy though. They're big. They're like 2 feet squared or more, and they're real thick.
Yeah, okay. I know the ones
they're like big giant pavers or whatever you call those. I don't know what you call them. So I laid them out in the back, and I put like my potted plants there. We put all our like our herbs, our rosemary and all that kind of stuff. We just grow it, right? Because on the side of the house where it's real shady, otherwise that stuff all gets burnt up in the sun.
Mine doesn't.
Well, mine does good. In the morning we get good sun on that side, and then it comes over to the other side. Anything else gets. I have no tree coverage for the backyard. It's just completely wide open all day. Plus, I'm closer to the sun than you are, Nikki. I'm up higher. Maybe. I don't know how high you are, but yeah. Does that make a difference?
Yeah, actually, it does.
And the air would be thinner also.
Mm-hmm. It is. You know, when I first moved here, I noticed that like cooking eggs was different. Now it's like normal,
Yeah.
but maybe it takes a little longer, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm at 742 feet elevation.
Yeah, I'm at like 2,400 feet.
Yeah, I think mine was 1150.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's, like the old saying goes, shit rolls downhill. I'm at the bottom.
Yeah. Unfortunately, sometimes we get tangled up in that poop, right?
Yep.
Oh no, mine's 1500.
What's that?
His elevation.
Elevation.
What did you do? Give it Viagra?
I thought you were talking about, because I'm reading about the pills of the aspirin or whatever, and I was like, was he taking a 1,500 aspirin? What kind of aspirin is that?
That's one that definitely will make sure that you don't have any blood clots.
I did drink something that day though, because I couldn't even sleep. Well, the day after, that is. $1,086 GMK.
See, I get it from both sides. I get it from y'all out there on the East Coast, and I get it from GMK over on the West Coast. Sorta, kinda. He's to the west.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I guess we are getting rain the next couple of days.
Oh, that's changed over here. How do I find my elevation? It is like 2,400 feet though.
Go to Google and say, what's the elevation of?
Yeah.
I look at the compass on my phone, and it shows it. It has like the elevation and the latitude and longitude.
GMK, I knew you were in Arizona. I just didn't know what part.
Hey, I have a friend who lives in Phoenix. You know Cassie?
Oh, I'm at 2,287 feet.
Yeah.
697 meters for those of y'all that don't speak feet. Feet or foots?
Feet.
You only got one, then it's just a foot. But yeah. And if I go to West Virginia, and then it's just climbing uphill, just more of a height.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Sounds like Puerto Rico, GMK, but humid. I don't think you guys get that humidity there. It's just
No,
hot.
they have a dry heat.
Yeah. And they got the crazy skeeters out there in Puerto Rico. They eat you alive.
$90 degrees where he's at.
Yeah, it's what we got 60 out here now, 62, something like that.
I'm at 67, and I wish it was 90 still.
Yeah.
Oh, it got hot today. It got nice. Not today. It was yesterday. My bad. It's been raining all day.
80 is my limit.
Ugh, we got up to 79, and I was able to take my sweater off.
Yeah, I like 70. Oh, I was in the car today. My lady was like, I'm gonna go back and get my coat. And then she don't even let me turn. I can't turn nothing on. My windows were fogging up and everything. I was like, girl, I'm turning to do not. I can't see, man. I'm trying to drive. I told her I'm just turning the air on. I'm not turning the AC on. I need some air to blow up on that windshield. Either that or hold your breath, I told her. One of the two. We can't breathe.
You know, Wyatt, whenever the asteroid hits the ocean, you'll be wishing that you lived with Ariel.
Well, there's higher places than here.
Yeah, but Wyatt's only 16
feet.
Oh, I used to be actually where I grew up at was below sea level. I'm right. Oh, it was right on the water. Yeah. Well, you know, Florida's like that, right? You know, Florida's going to be underwater. Something like that if it happens.
Yeah, we'll really miss him.
Yeah. Unless you're up in the mountains.
All right. Well, it is getting to be about that time.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I thought you'd never leave.
I know.
Oh, we're supposed to say that after she goes.
I put a video in the back, guys. Maybe you can do something on that, Muxter or Finkel, but I don't know if y'all seen that. But you can check it out, Nick, if you want.
Yeah, that's not my cup of tea.
Well, I'm not saying for you to do it. I mean, you can watch the video.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't do videos anyway. I just take over people's channels.
Oh, is that what you're doing here? Taking over?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I watched at least most of this.
Okay. That's a good one.
I see.
All right. Have a good night, guys.
All right, Nikki. We'll see you. Happy
We'll
Mother's
see
Day. And
you see the civil rights lawyer picked up the thing on that guy who's a paraplegic, and they arrested him for kicking in his ex-girlfriend's door and running away.
Oh. Yeah. She called the cops on him, right? Supposedly.
Yeah.
He did all that. Yeah. He's in a freaking wheelchair. Yeah.
You'd think when they first showed up, I could see them thinking, well, maybe he's faking, but you'd think they'd do a little investigating then to see.
Yeah.
Why is it? You notice how often it is with all those videos. Whoever calls, they automatically assume that we're telling the truth.
There was a crime at foot, and you are the criminal. Whoever, just like there's a black man with black pants and a black hoodie, right? And there's a white boy, and then they got the gun on him and everything. They said it was a black guy, or if it was a white guy, then they grabbed the black guy. It's just ridiculous. Yeah. Because they can't, you can't tell the difference between a black man and a white man. They're the same. They just want to F with people. That's all it is, man. It's like the family that the lady got pulled over for the speeding ticket, and then they arrested everyone, her and the kids and everyone. Do you remember? I think the civil rights lawyer did one on that. Like, because after he pulled her over, then he wanted everybody to get out the car. They didn't want to get out.
Yeah. I like the ones where they ask for ID. And the guy says, well, what crime do you suspect me of? Well, no crime, but I want your ID. And so the guy doesn't give his ID, and they arrest him for obstruction.
Right.
Even though he's obstructing no crime, you know?
Yeah, that's more like a physical thing, but yeah. It's only really
it's like,
if you don't ID. Like say they bust me in Walmart for whatever, I'm just stealing whatever, shoplifting, right? You're supposed to show your ID or give your name and your your information, your address and all that, date of birth, right? You really don't have to give them your social security. That's none of their business. But yeah, if you didn't do anything, then you don't have to ID. And they'll tell you, oh, you haven't done anything, but I still need your ID in case you have warrants. Like, oh, I'm supposed to do your job now. Yeah.
well, if you haven't done anything, why don't you want to give it to me?
Because I haven't done anything. That's why. It's like, do they pull everybody over on the interstate just to ask for ID to make sure that they have driver license? You know what I mean? It's just stupid, man.
Yeah. Well, I like the videos. First one I saw doing them, Jeff Gray used to do them back when he first started. He'd go through DUI checkpoints.
Yeah.
And they'd ask for ID and stuff. And, well, what have I done? Nothing. We're just, it's a checkpoint. And it's like, well, why do you suspect me? Well, we just need, and he just keeps, eventually they go, okay, go on your way. Because they know.
He still does.
They don't have a reason to stop. Yeah.
Yeah. He's done them. Recently, he's done some.
It's like I can remember seeing way back someone stop and there was like a border patrol thing, but it was like 50 miles from the border.
I think they go in 100 miles in Muxter. I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. You're driving with like state license plates and all that shit on there.
Yeah.
Do they actually think you escaped from Mexico or Canada or something? You know what I mean? I don't know, bro. I mean, I could see if it was like nerdy coming from Alaska, because that's another country, right? Or Hawaii.
Yeah.
Then or Puerto Rico. Then you ask for papers. Must have those papers.
Yeah. Where's your passport, bitch?
Yeah. Hey, that little thing I put in the chats, where if they mixed all the people in the world, it end up looking like Puerto Ricans. That was pretty funny, man. I pretty much figured that's what it was going to be, man. What, you haven't seen the civil rights lawyer? He's out of West Virginia, if you haven't seen him.
He is good because he'll talk about cases and he'll explain them in plain language.
And you see how fast this channel grew, and it's still growing.
Yeah.
Yes, papers coming in and going out. Yes, you do. I just don't go anywhere.
One thing I noticed with him, because I've been watching him for a while, I noticed he got a lot more, what's the word I want?
Advertisement?
He's less, no, well, but that happens to less equivocal.
Oh, okay.
He'll just come right out and say, they violated this guy's rights. At the beginning, he would say things like, now to me, it looks like, but now he'll just come right out and say it.
Right, right. Oh, okay. What? Yeah. I drive everywhere, unfortunately. I never get driven. It's rare. I'll get driven tomorrow, or not tomorrow, Wednesday. And it's not even 5 miles, maybe, not even that. I could actually walk. Yeah, but I ain't walking. I don't care if it's a quarter mile. Still ain't walking.
So I tell you, I'm going to be having a Fourth Amendment argument with my town.
No, I didn't know.
They passed an ordinance
Yeah.
for the code enforcement officer to inspect rental properties. Now, right off, I have a problem with that because I feel that's discrimination, that they're going after a certain class. But the other thing is, the government don't enter my home without a warrant.
Well,
And you know,
yeah.
they don't even inform me. They informed my landlord, and my landlord seemed to go along with it. And I told them, you cannot waive my rights.
You gonna record it?
Yeah. Yep. If it comes to him coming here, I will definitely.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to go after like slumlords, but just to make sure. But you are right about that. No one just gets to go into your, not even your landlord gets to go into your house, bro.
Right. I told my landlord, and they actually sent me a letter saying, well, you know, it's in your lease that you have to allow us to do an inspection and come in for repairs, and it said us or our agents. And I left them a voicemail saying, this town is not an agent of yours.
Yeah.
You can't just decide you're going to make the borough's code enforcement officer an agent of the landlord. That's not happening.
Right. I do understand that they can come in and yes, but they're supposed they don't just get to walk into your house. They're supposed to tell you. No one's supposed to be walking into anyone's house. Someone that has actually paid rent, that is your house. That's not their house. Yes, they own the house. I get all that.
Well, my landlord doesn't. They do an annual inspection, and they always weeks ahead of time saying we're doing our inspection on this day.
But you know when they're coming, exactly.
Yeah.
It's not just he's not just showing up and saying, "Hey, I'm going to replace that toilet." I mean, you're going to say, "Yeah," because you need it replaced. You know, you want it replaced. You know, but I get it. You don't just want to let because the town does whatever they want to do, they just get to come into your house.
You know, one of the things I think is sad is our council has 3 retired teachers and a retired state cop on it.
Mm-hmm.
And none of them seem to have heard of the Bill of Rights.
Mm. You know how we feel about the popo, and not all of them are bad, but you know, a lot of them swear to that oath, and yet they don't know it themselves. They don't understand it.
I always remember watching the one video where the guy said about, I have my First Amendment right to freedom of the press. And the cop goes, that's not the First Amendment. That's like the second or the third.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And I mean, how would somebody not know what the second is? You know, that's been talked about so much.
They practice it every day because they have open carry, right? I mean, just saying, it's I get it. They're police officers, but you should know why you're able to carry that gun. It's not because you have a badge.
That's another thing that gets me too, when you'll see them in these states that have open carry, and somebody's open carrying and they still stop them.
Yeah.
It's like, well, wait a minute.
Well, you don't see that here, like where I'm at. I'm pretty sure if you go towards where Finkel is, those areas is populated. It's nothing to see someone actually have a gun on their hip and walk in some gas station or whatever, or just whatever out on the street, man. Rifle over the shoulder or something like that. Doesn't mean they're out to kill people or anything like that.
Well, that's what I mean. You see that around here during hunting season. All the time. Somebody walking down the street with a shotgun over their shoulder or something.
Yeah, we get that out here, and we know what they're doing. We know they're not hunting people. They're all dressed in the camo most of the time.
Yeah. And when I was in high school, it was totally common that 1 in 5 vehicles, I would say, in the student parking lot was a pickup truck with a gun rack in it, and there was a gun in the rack.
Yeah, we had that at work, and place I used to work. I'm pretty sure you go over there, probably half the cars have guns in them right now, but they put up a sign, no guns. So the guys that had the gun racks couldn't either take the rack down or hide your rifle or your gun, because it wasn't allowed on the property. All because one person ruins it for everyone. One paranoid person, that actually went into work with her gun out in the wide open, because so apparently no one was following her, but she, in her mind, they were after her, so she needed that for protection. I'm like, there's 200 people working here. Who do you think someone's gonna do something to you in here? No one's gonna do nothing. You're not gonna get past half of these guys that are in here.
Oh yeah, nerdy. I don't like those videos too. Where CPS thinks they can just go in whenever they want.
Right. Well, it's because they have authority, right? And then he's like, "Well, we're the police. You're supposed to do whatever we tell you what to do." I do have another song. I should play it, but it's a police song. We'll save it for another day. Have you seen the ones where people have like a little Palestine, like a sticker on their front window of their door or something, and they show up and they want to question these people, man? Like,
jeez.
Like, there's one where like the FBI showed up to this lady's house because she had a little, I guess she did some kind of demonstration or whatever, or not a demonstration. She was
protesting.
Yeah, it's her right. Does that make her a freaking terrorist? I mean, everyone that comes to this country, they all have. I have a Puerto Rican flag here that I hang in my house. Italians are proud of their heritage. People from Cuba, wherever they're from, everyone has a flag. Does that mean that you're not American or you're the enemy or something? Because you have a flag.
They should investigate the people with Trump flags.
Yeah. And if people, a lot of people support Israel, right? There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
People want to support Palestine. Well, what's the problem?
Well, that's what.
But I do have
a couple of people that ICE arrested, those students. It was because of going to like a pro-Palestine rally. And it's like, how do they not have the right to do that?
Right. I do have my American flags everywhere too. So. Yeah, it's not called CPS everywhere. Some places it's called different, but it's all the same shit.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of them are CYS, children and youth.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what it's called in Connecticut. It's not CPS. It's I forgot the name. My buddy's wife works for them. That's good to know. Arizona's landlord friendly.
Well, I think Pennsylvania is a lot like Arizona as far as the landlord has to give notice, but you can't then say, oh, no, that day's no good for me.
Right.
You know, I've thought about that with like a lot of the TV shows and movies you watch where the cops will go to like an apartment building.
Right.
And they'll say, well, we'll get the key from the super. That's a totally illegal search.
Right.
I just
again, Fourth Amendment, right?
Yep. I just saw John Bryant the other day. This is one that I wasn't sure of. But even if you're staying in a hotel, that is then considered, your castle.
Because you paid. I can see if you didn't pay. You broke in a room or you've overstayed. You're there for 3 days extra.
Yeah.
You haven't paid. Then they have the right to boot you. But if you paid, they cannot. Housekeeping. I worked hotels. I've done housekeeping. I've done all that. You don't just walk into a room. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem is, nerdy. They have their feelings. They have feelings, and they get hurt. But they're supposed to be professional. Most of the time, they're not. I could be a cop because I don't give a shit what anyone tells me. It just rolls off like water. Oh, okay. Muxter? No, Muxter will take you down.
Well, I was going to say 30 or 40 years ago or whatever.
But I'm not saying
I'd have been a very bad cop.
Yeah, you would have took their teeth out. You would have took them down some alley, right, and knocked the teeth out of their heads.
Yeah.
That's what
another one that drives. Right? Oh yeah, another one that drives me nuts is when they'll tell somebody to go sit on the ground.
Yeah.
I'd be like, who the fuck are you talking to? Sit on the ground.
Yeah, like you're their dog, right?
Yep. Well, did you ever see I think it's a couple years old now, one of Long Island audits when they tossed him out of a place. And the one cop was saying to the other than on the body cam, it was like, well, 5 years ago, he wouldn't have any teeth left.
Yeah, that was in
10 years ago, we just buried him.
Yeah, that was in Connecticut. I don't know if I can't remember. I don't think it's Bridgeport. I'm trying to think of where, but it was Connecticut. It's when I can't think of the name of the town, but yeah, that one was in Corrupticate is what he calls it. But yeah.
Yeah. If they threatened me that way, I'd be like, can you not see I'm white?
Yeah. I think that one started in the post office in that town. And that was one of those federal post office that's federal at a certain, like if it's from 1950 or whatever, like the cops have no jurisdiction whatsoever.
Yeah.
He ran that on them, and then he went somewhere else he ended up going to the library. That's what it was. The library. He got kicked out of the library.
Mm.
And that's when that cop. They I think 2 of them got suspended without pay, and then the other one, I don't know what they did, but it was like 3 of them. Yeah, I remember that now. They didn't really do nothing to him. Kind of slapped him on, a little slap on the wrist. I don't know if you've seen the one where there's this older gentleman, and he goes into a Dollar General. He parked out in front of the store. And there's this guy who works in the sheriff's office. He's some kind of like a bailiff or whatever. He works.
Yes.
So, dude, this is a private parking lot. You're not even working. You're in your freaking street clothes. And come to find out, that old man is father to someone, because all the cops knew who that dude's son was. They were like, "Do you know who that is?" And because they were talking about the deputy guy. Well, I don't know that guy, but I do know the old man. Do you know who his son is? And they're like, "Oh shit!" Dude ended up getting arrested, bro. It
was totally, it was like out of his jurisdiction, and like you said, it was on private property, and he wasn't doing anything.
He took him down, bro. He lied too, and he said that the old man kicked. Well, of course he kicked him, because he pulled him out of the freaking truck, man. Opened the door and grabbed him, and then the old man started fighting him. He's like, what, 79 or something like that? He's 70-something years old. 78. Then he was thinking about it. Damn, I shouldn't have done that. Well, it's too late now, buddy. His sergeant or whatever, his captain, he was like, "You guys do whatever you got to do. We're not." We're not getting involved in this one.
I always like that too. Whenever they'll get like the body cams, and whenever the guy, the cop is just having a whole ego trip because the person doesn't want to do everything they want and all that, and they end up arresting them. And when the sergeant comes, the cop will be saying, "Well, he was getting very aggressive and was fighting me," and it's like, yeah, we all saw the cam before this, and none of that happened. But
right.
They tell the sergeant that, and the sergeant's like, "Well, yeah, then take him in." I always remember the one I saw quite a while back where, and I forget the exact details, but it was definitely the cop roughed somebody up for no reason, and whenever it was like that very night, there was like the sergeant reviewed the body cam, and he went to the lieutenant and said, "I don't think," and it was like the guy was like suspended immediately. I thought, boy, wish that happened more often.
Angel, what are you talking about, dude?
Well, you know what, though, Angel? Don't bring your outside shit into here.
Yeah.
If you want to argue with Wyatt on his channel or some mutual channel, fine.
That's your last warning. I grew up with Angel. Not that one, though. Different one. And a couple girl angels, too.
I never really knew any angels. I remember.
Yeah, there's a lot of angels out there, bro.
Well, yeah, in Puerto Rico.
There's Charlie's, Charlie's Angels. You know those 3. All right, Angel. It's cool. We're just making sure, man.
You know, I do have to admit,
Final Poppy. Hey, Poppy.
I don't read every chat.
I'm just looking.
So,
you know, I don't know.
so
I
I
don't
think
know. Yeah.
I think sometimes it's like you know, when there's a football game and somebody takes a swing at the guy
Yeah. Bye, nerdy.
and the guy swings back and it's the second guy that gets the flag thrown.
Oh yeah.
I think that happens sometimes with this. It's like I just see the second guy and
I like when they come. Sometimes they come after the pitcher. Some of these pitchers are real big guys, but a lot of times, you know, usually the batter's the bigger guy than the pitcher. You know, the pitchers are more slim or what have you.
yeah.
They'll go up there all pissed off and slinging, and they miss, and the pitcher gets the best hits off. Hey, you're the one that attacked him, and he's the one that's going off on you.
Just call me Angel of the Morning.
Yeah, it is. Right. It's always fair game when someone comes after you.
I always like you'll see people do there'll be like videos from like a little league game or something. I saw one day where the pitcher hit the batter and the batter went over and was like gave the pitcher a hug and was consoling him because he was upset because he hit the guy.
You said Little League?
Yeah, it looked like
Okay, yeah.
they'd probably be like 12 years old or so.
Yeah, you don't want to hit anyone anyways, bro. That's just not good.
Yeah.
Especially if you throw hard. You're actually trying to win the game, you know, and you're pushing in a run or something like that.
Yeah.
People have been killed, though. Major league players have died from ball to the face.
Yeah.
So now they got like a little side, like kind of goes over your chin, you know, kind of protects the side of your face. Not everyone uses it.
Okay.
Usually after they get hit, then they wear it.
Yeah.
Because John Carlos, he plays for the Yankees. He got beamed in the face. I think he used to play for he played in Florida. I think he played for the Marlins when he first. Well, anyways, yeah, he got hit hard in the face. After that, he wore the little side shield there, the side of the helmet. See, like the Little League's got the two sides on the helmet because you know they share those helmets.
Yeah.
It's got to be for a righty and a lefty. Yeah. I remember when Clemens hit Piazza. Man, did he drop him? That shit was scary. You know, Clemens used to juice up, you know.
Yeah.
And he's like 6'6" too.
You know, I had a Nolan Ryan rookie card and lost it.
Yeah.
It was actually Ryan Guzman or something like that, because they didn't think those guys were worth their own cards. So it was like 2 guys on the one card. But
yeah, double card, yeah.
It was like Nolan.
Yeah. Yeah, what? He got away with it too. A lot of those guys did. And they know who's doing it too. Don't think that they don't. They play favoritism. There's always ways of cheating. Same thing with football. Yeah, I got a nice Barry Bonds. It's like a double card like that. I forget who it is on the other side. It may be Ken Griffey Jr. I can't remember.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah, it's worth some money, man. This is he's on one side, and then you flip the card over, and the other guy's on the other side. It's not the split card, the side by side.
Yeah, that's the way the Ryan Guzman is. It's the split front.
Okay.
I think it was Ryan's rookie year. Was that the Miracle Mets?
He played for the Mets? I don't know, man.
I was thinking he started there. Maybe I'm totally off base.
He started with, wasn't it Edmonton or whatever, the other Canadian team that's not there anymore? Let's see. Here he is. No, Ryan. Let's see. Houston, maybe?
Well, he played for Houston and the Rangers.
Yeah, the Rangers. As a Ranger.
Yeah, New York Mets, 68 to 71.
Yeah, I see it there now. Okay, teams, yeah. Okay.
It's funny how much he moved around for how good he was. You know, you wouldn't think anybody'd give him up.
Yeah.
Of course, too, they kept thinking he was getting too old, and he was like, yeah, hold my beer. I'm going to be here another 5 years.
He was there a long time. Did play for a long time. 8-time
Yeah, I
All-Star.
think at least like 44 or something, and he was still throwing those 90-mile-an-hour.
Okay. I have that baseball card where he got hit in the mouth. He's like freaking bleeding all over the place, and he's still pitching.
No. I put the video, I think into one of my Today in Histories. I forget, but the clip of when what the hell's his name? The big unit.
Oh yeah, that's he played for Seattle. Good Lord, I know his name. I just can't think of it right now.
It's a big unit. But whenever he pulverized that.
Randy.
Yes.
It's Randy. Big unit, yeah.
But he pulverized that pigeon.
Yeah. He blew it up. I think he's throwing like 90-something miles an hour when he hit that thing, right?
Yeah.
All you see is the puff, right? And the feathers fly.
This is driving me nuts. I don't want to look it up. I should know his name.
It's Randy. His first name.
Yeah, it is Randy.
So you know where he got that name from, right? I believe it was from I said his name earlier, the black kid, Ken Griffey Jr.
No.
I think he walked into Griffey. Griffey's not as big because big unit's like 6'9", I think.
Yeah, he was big.
And Griffey looked up at him and said, "Damn, you're a big unit." And I think that's where he got. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's how he got his name. Oh, Robbie Ventura, yes. He had him in the headlock, right? And he's just wailing away on him. Yeah, that's a one of those old popular sports replays for baseball when shit goes wrong in baseball.
Randy Johnson.
Randy Johnson, that's it. Yeah, you look it up. You looked it up, right? I couldn't think of it. Yeah. I know he played for Seattle. Yeah, that's what I thought. Got him in the old headlock and just whap. It looked like one of those one of them hockey games. You know how the one guy is just going off on the other dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember the best game announcing I ever saw. I actually used to watch baseball. I was watching the night Cal Ripken Jr. Broke Lou Gehrig's record.
Yeah, I was too.
And it became official. What is it? The seventh inning it becomes official.
Something like that. Yeah.
Sixth. Yeah, whenever they hit that inning and they stopped, and I remember him running. He did the whole outfield. He ran the whole way around the field. And I think people high five. But the thing I remember about it was the TV announcers did not say a word. They just let the whole thing play out.
Yeah. Was that in where they play in Ohio? Where the hell they play at?
He was an Oriole, wasn't he?
He's an Oriole. Where is that? Cleveland? I don't know. It's
Baltimore.
Baltimore. My bad, man. I should know that. Yankees play them all the time.
Yeah.
I think that was, I think they were home. I saw the game that he sat out, that he decided not to play, and then, to end the record. Because he could have. What did they call him? They call him Iron Man? Was that what he was called? Something like that?
Well, that was Lou Gehrig's nickname.
But I think they called him that. I've seen him play several times, though. In Yankee Stadium. I've watched a lot of O's games. And he's a good dude, Monster. He's like the ambassador for baseball. He does a lot of shit for the Little League and all that. He's like the president or something, or he was at one time. I don't know who does it now, but he was leading all that for a long time. So he's always working with the kids. He's got those real light, piercing eyes. I don't know if you ever seen his eyes, but they're like a light grayish color. Oh, okay, cool. I got some nice Ripken cards. What was he, a third baseman? I don't remember what he was now. I can't remember.
That sounds right.
My guy was Donnie Baseball, which is Don Mattingly. As a kid,
I
always loved Don Mattingly. Now he's a bum. He's not with the Yankees, so screw him.
Yeah, this does say he was nicknamed the Iron Man.
Okay.
Played all 21 seasons in Baltimore.
Yeah, long time.
It says position shortstop, third baseman, infielder.
Okay, yeah. He was a shortstop. Yeah, and then I think he transitioned to the third. Usually that's what they do. It's easier.
And
But,
when he got a little older and slower.
yeah, he's also got a great bat. So he's just good all the way around. He's a good dude. What are you talking about? He sold his share of baseball. I don't know what you mean. Was he an owner of a team? Yeah, I don't know what Donnie's doing now. I just hating to be a hater, you know. He's still my guy.
You know who I used to like more like on talk shows and stuff rather than in games because he was in Philadelphia. You know, don't like those people. But do you remember John Kruk?
John Kruk. Oh yeah, Krucky. Yeah. He had the mullet. Yeah, big guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a real character.
Yeah. I remember there was a game that they threw at his head. It was like 2 or 3 feet above his head, and he acted like, you know, it's the end of the world. They were trying to take his head off. Yeah, that was funny. Okay, I didn't know he was part owner of one of the teams, but cool.
Mm.
I watched a lot of
Hey,
games.
we could all be part owners if we move to Green Bay. Well, it's football. What the hell?
Yeah. Yeah, they're privately traded, right? Something like that. You can buy stock in the team. Is that how it is?
Yeah, I think just being a resident. I'm not sure.
Okay, I don't know. I have to ask Phil. Phil lives over there, so he would know. I believe that's where he's from.
I imagine there's some kind of thing where you'd have to live there so many years first.
Yeah.
You know, if that's the way it is.
Well, he's been out there a long time. I'm going to say he's been out there 16 years at least. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe longer. Where's the All-Star game this year, Wyatt? Do you know? I usually, you know what I do? I have been watching the Yankees play. They had a real good series with San Diego. Just good games all the way around, good pitching games and stuff. But like if I miss like today, I don't know if they play today or not, but I'll watch it when I get up in the morning. The replays. I watch the whole game in like 12 to 15 minutes. I can watch the whole game. Catch that whole recap.
It's in Atlanta this year.
Oh, okay.
Seems like.
Go ahead.
Was there some kind of controversy or something I saw them talking about? I'm not sure.
I don't know. There's a lot of stadiums like the stadium in Florida is getting rebuilt, so the Yankees let the I think it's the Marlins. They're playing at their minor league stadium, and also there's the other team that the Yankees played the other day, Oakland, or whatever they're called, the A's. They're playing in the minor league stadium right now. I guess they're getting the, you know, Oakland they don't spend any money on their team. They really don't.
No,
they don't put money into their team. Not like that. And the thing is that none of those teams, I don't give a shit. Yeah, Tampa Bay Rays, they don't lose money much because they do revenue sharing, you know, within the you know, those guys are all billionaires anyways, the owners. If you're like Tampa, they don't really sell out their games. The only time they sell out is when the Yankees go down there, because the Yankees they have a big following in Florida, so they get a lot of fans that go to those games. But the Yankees pay them every year, you know, and the rest, all the other teams pay into them to kind of even it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know that's what they used to do. I'm not going to say they still do it because I don't pay, too much. It is what it is, man. Sports can be fixed at any time, so I don't take them that serious anymore.
I am. I'm going to shut down because I got to go potty, and
that's fine. Yeah, and it's late. I got to
edit my history thing for tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah, I was going to say you got a trip anyway tomorrow.
Yeah, I gotta leave like a little bit before 8 o'clock in the morning because I got to be over there by 9. It's over an hour drive. So
see you and goodbye, Wyatt, and anyone else that might still be listening.
Okay.
I'm so glad we had this time together, just to have a laugh or sing a song. Seems we just get started, and before you know it, comes the time